So by the time you watch this video, you might already be out partying, binge drinking, or celebrating. Because to be fair, the last 2 years were really tough. Everyone had tight curfews, not many social spots were open, and we were considered caged up in our homes. But if the last 2 years has taught us anything, it was really the method of becoming rich and how we can all generate more income for ourselves. So in today's episode, let's talk about how to get rich. Hi, my name is Jordan and welcome to the channel. So we are finally opening up, which is a good thing, and this means that more people will be heading out and more money will be exchanging hands for products and services. And this in turn means that there will be more activities, which may mean better for the economy. But before we go out to celebrate and enjoy our social lives again, I think it's really important to look back at the past 2 years and the lessons that we can learn from the situation that we were put in. When we were put into lockdown, everything that was normal suddenly changed. And we're living in a new normal. People no longer needed to go to the office, F&B had to pivot to online sales, buying of groceries was very different, and we had to plan out our week to ensure that we were able to go to the market to get groceries because we have restrictions in place. So for me, I learned quite a few things which I think I will carry with me for life. And the first thing we learn is learning to adapt. So when we transition to working from home, we were all suddenly put into a situation where we are home all day long. So it was a dream for many to be able to work from home in the beginning. And then we start realizing things that were very much different. We started seeing everyone at home, people getting into fights, getting into quarrels, and this led to many breaking up or even divorcing because of the sudden change in their life routine. And we had fewer interaction with our friends because we were not able to head out and there was literally no social life. But on the flip side, many people enjoyed it as well because with more freedom to play with their kids, or some could even bring a kid up by themselves. And some realized that actually bringing up a kid isn't as easy as it seems. Being able to adapt fast can make you rich because you're able to move with the market and seek out opportunities that many don't see. Because being able to adapt quickly to new changes will change your perspectives and give you different points of view and probably different solutions for a single problem. Like when we all suddenly had to do Zoom meetings, this made Zoom, a company that didn't have much movement, suddenly skyrocket and probably made many some quick bucks. And a company that I was working for previously managed to leverage on this to provide live streaming as a service, which made my then boss quite some money as well. The second thing that I learned is having a plan. Back when we were in the first lockdown, everyone panicked and started frantically figuring out what is the best way forward. And to be honest, I was part of the chaos as well. But I laid out a plan to consistently invest into the stock market, although we were unsure what the future holds or how long this pandemic will be. But because now we are all staying at home, I was able to invest almost 90% of my salary into the stock market, which right now is probably one of the best moves that I did in 2020. Restarting my YouTube channel was kind of tough as well because I had no idea what I was going to talk about, I had no idea what I'm going to film, or how am I going to do it. But I worked out a plan on a few different topics that people might be interested in or might not, and slowly work my way through. So having a plan might be a broad thing to say, but there are a few ways we can start which I think is very helpful if we can just start on your investment journey. So when it comes to planning, we need to set a goal. So this goal can be a monetary goal, it can be an education goal, or any kind of goal. But this goal has to be within your control and not left up to faith or chance. So for example, a goal can be investing $500 a month into a broad market ETF like VOO. And as we all know, VOO tracks the S&P 500. And this means that by purchasing one ETF, we own a little bit of the top 500 companies in the US. And to buy VOO, you can check out our sponsor for today's video, HappyTrade. HappyTrade is the first crypto-friendly global stock investment platform that allows you to trade stocks available on the Nasdaq and the Hong Kong Exchange. So one of the key benefits here with HappyTrade is the ability to transfer stable coins like USDT directly into the HappyTrade platform, and from there you're able to purchase your favorite stocks that's available on the Nasdaq and the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The HappyTrade app has a great interface that makes it really easy for people who are looking to diversify their crypto portfolio into stocks that hold less risk as compared to crypto. The HappyTrade app has a news tab that allows you to see updated news about the market and also the latest price movements. They also have a trending page that shows you the latest trending stocks in the markets that you can look into. And by signing up with the link in the description down below, you'll get a free stock worth $5 when you make your first purchase of $300 in stocks. And if you purchase more than $1,000 of stocks, you'll receive a free stock worth up to $20. And on top of that, you do get customized market intelligence to help you make informed trading decisions. But most importantly, always do your own research before investing money into any investment instruments. So thank you HabitTrade for sponsoring today's video. And as we own more and more stocks in the market, this will lead up to a third point, which is having multiple streams of income. So an average millionaire has roughly 7 streams of income, which includes earned income, business income, interest income, dividend income, rental income, capital gains, royalties, and licensing. So these 7 streams might seem unachievable at first, but as we covered in the previous point, this is where having a plan will help you tremendously. So by breaking down these 7 streams into smaller streams, we can see that just by investing into the stock market will provide us with an additional stream of income, which is dividend income. And we also have to take into account that starting a new stream of income will mean that this income will start trickling in small amounts, and if we follow our plan and do it consistently over a period of time, this amount can and will grow into a much larger sum of money. And the final thing I learned is to not overspend. And believe me, as we are all slowly opening up, friends will be inviting you out for drinks, to catch up, and just enjoy each other's company. But always keep in mind that right now we are limited by the hours that we have in our days to earn additional income. And to maximize our income would mean putting effort into something else while others are enjoying and being merry. But don't get me wrong that I'm not a sociable creature. I do enjoy going out and having a few beers with my friends, but I'm always mindful and ensure that I do not overspend. Although it can happen on special occasions, overspending can and will lead into a downward spiral of debt. When we spend money or make a purchase, our brain releases endorphins and dopamine. So these chemicals are what gives us the high and that warm fuzzy feel-good feeling inside of you. When you start to feel that, this momentary pleasure can lead to compulsive shopping because the body wants to re-experience that instant reward and motivation, or the so-called rush. But as the body craves more and more for this rush, it tells our brain that we need to spend more money to get a happy feeling once again. And if this becomes an addiction, it might be even worse than taking drugs. So I too fell for that, but now I'm practicing delayed gratification. So this is not saying to stinge on yourself, but to set achievable goals, and once you achieve those goals, you reward yourself by purchasing whatever it is that you want. For me, I really want to get a new lens to take portraits and wildlife photography, which I really enjoy. But the lens isn't the cheapest thing at $3,000, and I could very well get a 0% installment plan to make the purchase, which will allow me to own the lens right now and pay it over a period of time. But I choose to have a goal of reaching 8,000 subscribers before buying it. And although I'm not able to control how many subscribers I get, but you have the control, and by smashing that like button and the subscribe button, you're helping me reach my goal as well. And some say that practicing delayed gratification is the key to success, or they believe are some behaviors of highly successful people. So I'm not too sure about that, but I'll let you know when the time comes. But as our economies open up, I do hope that you guys really enjoy yourself. It was a tough 2 years. Grab a beer, take some shots, enjoy life. But do not overspend, and do check out our sponsor HabitTrade to get your free stocks. So thank you guys so much for your time. I would really appreciate it if you could smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.